Today, the question I want to share with you is a very simple but very powerful one. It is, how will you move? Now, what do I mean? How will you move? You see, every time that I feel that things are happening to me, that things are not going my way, and I start to feel a little bit demoralized and I lose my focus and things like that, and I'm sure all of us have days where we go through that, right? The first thing when I just compose myself again, right, and center myself, the question I always ask myself is, how will I move? You see, if you don't ask yourself the question and you're always responding, you're always reacting to the things that happen around you, you will always be a slave to conditions. You will always be a slave to results, and the stimulus will always be outside of you, and then you're always having to respond, you're always having to react. Now, when you ask yourself the question, you are turning the equation around. Now, you become the stimulus, right? And when you ask yourself the question, how will you move? You will realize that when things happen around you, and in between that stimulus and your response, there is a space. And in that space, you have your thoughts, you have your emotions, you have your creativity, you have your imagination, you have your resources, you can seek help, you can ask questions, you can do so many things and be innovative in that space to think, to plan, to execute, to strategize, and then decide, okay, yes, these are the things that are happening, and maybe I'm not in a good place right now or whatever it is, but I can move. And you sure as hell can. You know how I know? Because to me, and you may not be able to relate this right now, everything that happens to you is a test. It's almost as if the universe or the infinite intelligence or whatever you want to call it is giving you these tests, these challenges, these obstacles as a way of asking you, hey dear friend, how will you move? Now, because you always have an option, you always have a choice. If your choice is to do nothing, or to just coast, just laze around, just slack, and not own up to it, not take responsibility, you know what's going to happen? The universe is going to keep sending you the same challenges, the same tests, the same obstacles over and over and over and over again, because you never learn your lesson. And because of that, you're always going to stay here and repeat the cycle of whatever you're experiencing, because you never learn your lesson. That's why the same things, the same problems happen to you over and over again. It's only until you shift and overcome that problem by deciding how you want to change, how you want to move, that you will finally stop having this experience, because you have already mastered that lesson. So the universe doesn't need to give you the same thing anymore, because you can solve it. Every time it happens, you can solve it. That's the power of asking you the question, how will I move? Because you are reversing the equation. Now you are becoming the stimulus, and things happen because of you. So it's a very, very powerful question to ask. It's a very, very powerful place to be. Unless you forever want to be responding, right? If you're always responding, you'll always be a victim. And true power lies in your movement. True victory is when you move, right? And where will you move? How will you move? Because if you are only sure that you don't want to be here in this negative vicious cycle that you may be stuck with, and you want to move, my question to you next is then, where will you move? Because if you don't have a destination, then anywhere you go is fine. Right? So it's very, very important. The first step to proper movement is knowing where the hell you want to go. So where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? You must be absolutely clear of your goals. Otherwise, where the hell do you want to be? Right? You know you don't want to be here. The next question is, where do you want to go? You want to move up, right? You want more, right? You want to improve, right? You want to get more results, more money, more health, more love, more success, more everything. So you want to be moving up. Now, where exactly is up? You have to define it for yourself. No one can tell you. But here's the good news. This coming January 10th, I will be attending a live global event by Proctor. If you watch The Secret, you will know who is he. To me, he is this generation's Napoleon Hill, and I will be attending that event. It's a 4-day event called The Art of Goal Achieving. And the reason why I'm joining that event is because I want to learn how to set the right goals in the most powerful way possible, so that when I move, I'm moving like this. versus going anywhere and nowhere, right? So if you want to be part of this event and learn how to crush your goals for 2019 and get out of whatever cycle that you want to get out, comment below. Or write to me, send me a personal email, personal message. All my contacts are in the description below and I will help you get set up, right? Leave a comment below, tell me where you are right now and how do you plan on moving, and then follow up and own it, all right? Remember to like this video, share this video with any person you know that needs to hear my message, right? My question of how will you move? Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so every time I release a video on having a mental breakthrough, you get notified, right? That's it from me, and I'll see you in my next video. And until next time, remember, how will you move?